been watching the Hunger Games and wondered how those arrows fly so straight and true? Well, today I'm going to be telling you a little something about how to build the arrows and the process of doing that. First, my credentials. I've been shooting bows since I was around 6 years old, and I've been building arrows for the last like 4 years. I've been slowly accumulating tools like little odds and ends here and some bigger tools like a jig and a bow press, and now I have a little bow shop in my basement. You could buy pre-fletched arrows like this one here. They're very like generic, you can only get them in one color pretty much, and it's more expensive to buy them like this than it would be to buy a bear shaft and fletch it. So a bear shaft would be something like this. They come full length, like 32 inches long, and it would just come with a nock, and none of this stuff would be in here on the end. I'll go over some of the components. This is your point. This is just a practice head. You can get like broadheads and stuff for hunting. And this little metal piece here is the insert. You can get different length inserts, different weights. This is the one style insert. It's like an outsert, more they call it. It sticks out farther and protects the arrow if you hit a rock or something. Then in the back here we have a nock. These are removable. They're not fixed to the arrow or anything. Now what we'll be doing today is putting on the fletchings, which are these feathers here. There's lots of different fletchings. You can get different profiles, different heights, different stiffnesses. If you're shooting like a practice one, you typically shoot like a lower profile one like this because it doesn't have to steer as much up front. Or if you're shooting like a big broadhead on the front, you'd want a taller, stiffer vane to steer the arrow better. And then another thing that's really nice about building your own arrows is you can customize them to anything you want. So this one has a wrap on it. You can get different colors. Some guys run white for hunting, so you can see blood on them easier. They just come on a little sheet like this. It's just a sticker you roll on it. So when you get the arrow in a pack of shafts, first thing you got to do is you got to pull your bow back, mark where you're going to cut it, and then it's just an arrow saw that you would put it in and cut it. Sometimes I do that. I have a saw, but it's not like a purpose-built saw. It's just a Dremel I put on a 2x4 and it works all right. After that, you do the fletching part. There's a couple different fletching jigs. This one is very versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. I'll get into this one later. So this is your clamp. This is what the fletching is going to go inside of. This clamp's in there like a regular clamp. And there's different notches on here so you can move the fletching back or forward. I just have a piece of tape on there so I can keep it the same every time. And then you can adjust the little knob back here, and then you can move this back and forth. You could make the arrow spin left if you have it to the left like this, or make it spin to the right like that. Some different strings make the arrow spin different out of the bow. So typically a factory string will make the arrow spin to the right. So you'd want to have a right fletched arrow because you don't want it to spin one way out of the bow and then have to correct itself and spin back because it's a loss of energy. Now I'll show you how to fletch with this jig. We're going to be doing 2 degrees to the left today. You always try to put the brand or name of your arrow up because that's where the spine is. You just put it in here, back by the nock like that. And then here's our glue. Basically just like a super glue. And you kind of just try to evenly spread it on there the best you can. Some guys will do like 5 dots and then spread it. I just kind of smear it on there, hope for the best. Then you'll take your clamp. This is magnetic. It locks in like that. You'll butt it up to the back of this collar, and then you just roll it down from there. Push. This fletching jig has a strong enough magnet where you don't have to hold it the whole time. Some cheaper jigs, you have to hold it down the whole time. You just wait like 15 seconds, as it says on your glue bottle. Then you just unclamp the clamp. You got your fletching on there. Do the next one. There's a knob back here. You just turn that until it clicks, and you do it all over again. So this fletching jig right here is a little different style. They're cheaper to buy, but you can't do as much with them as you could do with this jig right here. It's a fixed, so you can right helical and you can't adjust like the degree of it or anything. So this one, all you do is push this up. These open up right here. Put your arrow in, the lettering up with this lighter colored one here. Put your fletchings in all around here, and then just snaps down. Slide your collar over it, and then push, and then you just let that sit for like 20 seconds. It is a lot faster process than this one, but it's just not as adjustable, and sometimes you can get glue in there and stuff, and that will make your fletching sit back and forward, and it doesn't look as good, I don't think. One more. So I turned it again one more time. You can do a lot of different things, like this is just a regular 3 fletch, very popular. You can do 4 fletches on this jig like this, 4 vanes, and then you can do X's, so just picture an X, and that's, it just puts 2 closer to the other, and there's a gap between the 2. Then there's also different like materials of vanes. These might look the same, but this is a hybrid vane, and this is just a standard vane. These stick better because they're a different material. I guess you don't really have to prep it. Like if you were to use this vane, you'd have to like rub your arrow down with alcohol and everything to clean it really good. This one just sticks to anything. This last one's done here. Slide it out, and there we have our fletched arrow. So it's a relatively simple process. I like doing it because you can fine tune things. You can get the arrow to fly exactly how you'd like to get it to fly. You can change weights, so you try to get your arrow to fly farther, shorter, hit harder, whatever. You may never use this in your life, but I hope you'll pick something up from today's speech. Thanks for listening.